All right, hello everybody. This is a Division S race promotion match between Somedas in the top left, Mark Lucas in the top right, who is pre-recording, Buster in the bottom left, and BP in the bottom right, who also pre-recorded. Um, and I believe it looks like BP is the only one on Switch 1. Maybe Somedas, I can't remember. But I got 04 dude with me. And about ready to get started.
Yeah, I think Somedas is on Switch 1.
Okay. So, 2 runners on Switch 1 and 2 on Switch 2.
And I'm a 4 dude. With C-Man commentating.
Of course.
And these runners all got second place in the first round. So they're playing to get into the qualification round.
Correct. I think out of all of these players, I think Mark Lucas had the best time, I believe. I'm not exactly sure though.
Oh, so far in the tourney.
Yeah, like from last match.
Yeah.
Although these are all pretty good runners, so it's kind of going to be tough to decide who will be having the advantage here. I think Mark Lucas is probably the most consistent out of them, but yeah, like Buster, for example, who doesn't really do darker, but he's just good generally at the game.
Yeah, I think any two of these runners could be walking out of here to the qualification round.
Yeah.
But I agree, Mark Lucas is in a good spot.
Definitely, yeah. So it looks like everybody hit left side. Everybody having a pretty good cap. Nothing special, but yeah. It's just the same as any percent, except you have to grab a checkpoint, which is a lot easier to forget than you might think. So you have, it looks like we have the live stats for Buster and Somedas, I think, because they're playing live. Not sure about the pre-records though.
I believe the pre-records still haven't been worked out for that yet.
Yeah. But it's about tied at this point. It does look like Buster is just behind, like, on the timer.
Yeah.
So, but I think he is, yeah,
tied or even winning right now.
Well, it looks like we got something for... Sorry,
okay, yeah, Buster's going for DSS. I thought that might happen. He was practicing it right before.
Missing a first try. Gets a second try, though. So we'll save time, I believe.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, it looks like we got stats for Mark Lucas, who I know is pre-recorded, so maybe we do actually have it fixed.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
I don't know why it's not showing up for BP, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, Buster should be just ahead of everybody right now.
Yeah.
And everybody else is basically tied. Mark Lucas is 40 minutes ahead of his Cap 1, which is good for him. We'll just be seeing chest clip here, which is, I mean, it should see all 4, but I'm not going to jinx it. Well, maybe I've already jinxed it. It's too late.
Looks like Mark and Buster got it. Oh, never mind.
Mark.
Okay, I helped curse it as well.
Oh, only Buster getting it, actually. Never mind. But it is in like the any percent, like it's technically optimal 80% to do over top of high cliff, and it's especially optimal here.
Yeah. So Buster has, I guess I'd say, a commanding lead, as commanding as you can be out of Cascade. He's like 10 seconds ahead. And it was second try DSS, so
yeah,
it wasn't just
should be
DSS.
ahead, but I think he'll probably go for IP skip because he did go for it in his last race. So I'm curious to see, like, which of these runners will go for IP skip.
Yeah, I wonder
how
if
that'll change up
BP
the
and
match.
Somedas are going for it, or even Mark. I haven't watched Mark's runs very much.
I think Mark just
I
does.
Thought he does.
I don't think he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely more of a because I think he actually has like a 301 with the intermediate route.
Oh yeah.
So, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, IP skip is only 30 seconds. So it's really not necessary. Even at this high level in Division S, it's not necessary to win.
It does look like, how do you say it? Somedas? Is that how you said it?
Yeah, I say Somedas. Yeah.
But it looks like did he get the Sandbird, I think?
Probably.
So he might be doing I
mean, Sand One Bird is just safer. Yeah, it looks like he's going for a platform clip.
Oh, Buster getting it like second or third try.
Oh, that's really good. I mean, Buster's been on that world peace grind for some crazy optimized PBs recently, so not too much of a surprise.
It looks like BP is just he's just doing inverted pyramid.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mark.
So it looks like Buster is increasing his lead even more with this good IP skip. So he'll have to hold on to this lead.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, it could be Buster obviously doing IP skip with the advanced route. BP, I would assume, is just doing IP clip with the advanced route because he basically went to IP right away instead of doing platform clip. And both Mark and Somedas chose to do platform clip early, so interesting little route deviations here, especially in Div S.
Yeah, I guess I'm not that surprised because I think BP has done IP skip in the past, so he's wanting to keep the route mostly the same, including the sand movement.
Yeah.
Before, doing platform clip in night sand.
Yeah, so, but just chose to play it safe with IP clip. Although it didn't really look like he had a good IP, so. Basically, Mark Lukas is caught up with him. And Mark Lukas is how many moons ahead? Like 3 or so? Yeah, 3 moons.
Oh, right, yeah, the 3 moons from Platform Clip.
Yeah.
But Buster is gonna be, he has 2 fewer moons than all the other runners because of the IP moons. So his lead is 40 seconds less than it appears.
Yeah.
But he's still definitely ahead.
Yeah, everybody else is doing Harriet right now. Meanwhile, he's grabbing his story moon, so definitely over like a minute ahead at this point. Maybe even 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Not to mention his timer is like maybe 6 or something seconds behind everybody else.
Yeah, 6 or so. Oh, he misses Platform Clip, though.
Yeah. At least he recovers from it, though, and is able to get it on the second cycle. Also, yeah, we do have... looks like the pre-record stats are working for this race, which is nice. We get to see more accurately how everybody's doing, I guess.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I have no idea how any of this technology works.
BP having a little bit of trouble talking to Jaxie, but does get it. It has to do with the run, I'm pretty sure, the run.gg, but yeah, I don't know either. Well, obviously it has to do with the run.gg. Why did we set it up otherwise?
Yeah. I guess it's interesting that it's working for the previously done runs. Oh my goodness. Buster activating the laser. If that hit Mario or the bullet bill, he's dead. But he's not. He's
been having a pretty good sand so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to jinx it, but it's just Knuckle Tech. I don't think much can go wrong in that fight besides just like tiny time losses. And he has world record, so he should be good.
Yeah. BP gets the Platform Clip in Night Sand. Meanwhile, Mark Lucas just smacked one of those mummies all the way off the right side of the screen. That was awesome. He saves a video.
Yeah, here you can see the route differences. Basically, Mark and BP were almost tied, but now that BP's having to get some extra moons, almost just not tied at this point. Maybe like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think from BP's death in IP, that put him behind Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he had some other struggles, like talking to Jaxie, maybe in the Harriet fight. I don't remember. But it looks like BP and Somedas are pretty tied right now, and they have the same moons.
And not to mention that both BP and Somedas are on Switch 1, so they have a little bit of a disadvantage there. Although at this point in Saiyan, it's probably like less than 10 seconds of an advantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's actually neat to see the two of them both having Switch 1. I feel like more than one Switch runner has been kind of rare.
Mm-hmm. Especially in Div S.
Yeah. But I respect the Switch 1. Still, grinding at the game while having a big disadvantage on the leaderboard side of things.
Yeah. Big props to them.
All right, Buster is escaping from Sand Kingdom.
very clearly in the lead, probably like a minute and a half at this point.
Yeah.
But he does, like we said earlier, he's missing 2 moons, so we'll just have to see what he how he handles those, I guess. I guess I shouldn't say he's down 2 moons. Oh, he clicked lake.
Oh, Buster went to lake, and he's resetting the game. It is so much better to just go to lake and then get a different backup moon instead of the wooded hint art. Or you can just look at the wooded hint art at the end of wooded 1, but
I mean, I think it's fair enough to just quit out there.
yeah, I mean if you're unsure. But it doesn't really have much of an effect on the route. It'll make some of the kingdom order in post game a little different, but only the wooded hint art moon will be impossible to collect normally, because you'll go to wooded 2 after you go to sand 2. But that looks like it will put him about even with the other runners if you account for the 2 moons that Buster's missing from the inverted pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a close race here.
Yeah. I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. We were bound to see someone click lake first. It's unfortunate it happened in a race like this, though. Yeah, we're just making our way through deep woods. Nothing really too much going down here. You gotta make sure you get the timer challenge and all your other moons.
Yeah, and the dino can be
Yeah.
a bit of an awkward sequence.
Yeah.
Depending on the cycle and the hitboxes and everything.
I mean, this cycle looks pretty clean from Buster here. Just kind of got to go quick. There's nothing really much else to it. Did BP get the... he might have had a brain rot getting the...
yeah, it looks like he's got a
rock
moon
moon
already.
First. Yeah, it might have done like the any percent like bunny and rock movement accidentally.
I wonder if pre-recording a run on your own makes you a little more prone to a mistake like that. Because on one hand, it kind of feels like maybe your mind is clearer if you don't have to worry about like, oh, these other runners are also having good runs or whatever. If you're pre-recording, it's alone, so it's very much a single person experience. But I wonder if that makes you a little more prone to like mental route errors like that.
Yeah.
Also, could just be unrelated.
I will say I feel like I always do play better in like races like this, so I feel like yeah, I feel like it's kind of just a mental thing though.
Yeah. Oh, so Somedas having trouble with this ground pound spot. He gets it under the dino's tail. But
how did that work? Oh, Mark bonking on gate skip, but
not going to lose too much. Woods. Yeah, falling in deep woods would be very bad. The worst outcome. BP and Somedas both getting the uproot. Turns out the uprootless movement is not so difficult.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to do any Shirane bounces or anything too difficult, and it saves, I don't know, at least a second, maybe 2. If we're getting
The
the
uproot
uproot,
saves a second or not getting it?
not doing the uproot.
Okay.
But also, I mean, it's undeniable that the uproot's easier.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just I used to think the uprootless movement was more difficult than it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw Buster going for it, but I don't think anybody else here went for it. So.
All right, we got some flower road skipping.
The rest of what it is basically just kind of doing any percent movement and then spirits.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Flower road skip can be a little annoying just because sometimes it's just like that. But, you know, thankfully it's not, I guess, required, but it does save a lot of time.
Yeah. And at this level, everyone's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, BP bonking on his way to the crumbling nut.
Damn. Well, at least he got the story moon, so he will respawn at the story moon, so.
Yeah.
If it was any percent or something like that, it'd be a lot more devastating because you'd
All the way
spawn
back to
at
the
the shop.
He might have grabbed the checkpoint by the piranhas, but
Yeah.
I don't recall.
So despite Buster clicking Lake by accident, losing almost a minute, I think, he still is basically like maybe like 30 seconds ahead, I think, at this point of Mark Lucas.
Yeah, let's see. He's got 2 fewer moons, but still pretty far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say he's closer. Somewhere in 10 to 20 seconds ahead, adjusting for the moons. Maybe closer to 20.
So it seems like he had a pretty good wooded as well.
Yeah. Again, that world peace skill coming into play with like gate skip and just the rest of the wooded movement.
Speaking of world peace, we're about to have Zipper Dram here.
Yeah. And he
Looks
does
pretty good.
camera away from the fish as long as possible.
Oh.
Oh, doesn't quite get it.
It looked good. Maybe just homed in a little bit too late.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty tight trick, but like
Looks
triple.
like he got the triple clip. Yeah.
Nice. See, Mark is not going for lake clip route, which is entirely reasonable. If you're not consistent at the triple clip, or even if you are, you still have to do zipper dram and the Lake 2 reroute, so it's gonna get ugly, and it's all for a small amount of time save anyway.
Isn't so like the Lake 2 reroute? It's basically you end up getting timer 1 and that chest moon down there for the poison wave sub area. Is that correct?
Yeah, but you have to switch around Lake 2. Not only because you're removing the poison waves sub area, but also because you don't have the checkpoint by the Rango arena, the warp 2.
I see.
So it's a weird reroute that so happens to make the timer challenge under the water fast, which is very useful. It's also useful because normally timer challenges are tight according to the Toadette achievement in Darker Side, but now Buster's allowed to miss a timer challenge and all he has to do is replace the moon, not the Toadette moon as well.
Yeah. That makes sense. Although ideally you don't want to miss any timer challenge moons, of course.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, last race, not to call him out, but he did basically skip the entire Moai section.
Yeah, 4 moons, one of which was a timer. So luckily he only had to get 4 backup moons instead of 5, but
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be making that mistake this run.
Yeah, like once you make that mistake, you're never making it again.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like BP is also just gonna do the standard lake route, despite kind of doing the,
BP
I
missed the
guess
checkpoint.
that,
He
yeah,
rolled right past it.
that's not great, right?
Maybe, I guess in Lake 2, he'll just long jump over to the arena and grab the checkpoint before he gets fishing. Obviously, it's going to cost him, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have to go crazy out of his way or do a bunch of movement across the whole kingdom. Buster grabs that Luigi hint art.
But yeah, I was like he ended up doing the, I guess I wouldn't call it advanced sand route, but I guess the sand reroute where you do the platform clip stuff in night sand, but not doing the lake reroute. So just an interesting little route choice.
Yeah, my guess is that it's he's just trying to do what he's more comfortable with, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever did the lake clip route because it was kind of discovered after his current PB. Actually, is he? I don't think he's PB'd.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, yeah. I don't think he has since his 305-12
Yeah.
years ago. So he's definitely familiar with an older route.
Yeah. But yeah, so it looks like Buster is, or I guess Mark is 42 seconds behind Buster, according to the
Cloud
thing
exit.
down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I don't know why it says he's finished Lost 1. He clearly has not, but and yeah, I guess Somedas and BP are about a minute and a half behind each.
Yeah, it looks like Mark pulled ahead during that lake a little bit.
Yeah.
And he and Buster are now a lot closer.
Buster taking
Especially accounting for the
a
moons.
death.
Yeah, taking a really bad death right there.
Unfortunate Lost 1 death. You hate to see it.
Oh, Mark's really far from the moon. He gets it anyway, though. Maybe that was even intentional from him while jumping on that part of the wall.
Buster will be doing this trapedal movement. I've tried learning that, and it's very hard. So
Yeah, it's very hard. I'd say mostly because to aim the trapedal, you have to stand ever more precise the closer that Mario is to the trapedal, like ignoring vertical differences.
yeah,
Just because of how angles get a little bit easier when you're farther away. So that makes it unnecessarily hard compared to like if you were normally aiming the trapedal.
yeah, and you don't really have.
Yeah, not
I
to
guess
mention you can't actually see where the trapedal
Yeah.
is. So if he's moved at all, you have to account for that a little bit or just pray. That strat is just difficult and also doesn't save that much time either, but is really swag, so.
True. But it looks like BP is choosing to do soaring last. Just another
Oh, I
little.
believe he might actually be going for TNT.
Oh,
Because
actually.
he's been playing all moons, and you do that movement in all moons, and He does TNT pretty quickly, actually. He leaves Glidon right on the moon where it will spawn, so he doesn't even have to walk
Yeah,
after
see.
getting the key. So TNT is technically a little bit faster than like the next fastest moon, but it's very risky and isn't really worth it to save 1 second. Most
Yeah,
people
see.
say no, but looks like BP says yes.
Well, I'm interested to see if he can land it. See what
Yeah,
kind of moon he'll drop.
that'll be important for him since he's already a little bit behind Mark and well everyone. So he'll need this. He'll need the TNT moon. He'll have an extra moon.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Oh, looks good. Kind of. Yeah, nice.
There you go. So, up a moon, but behind by like 2 minutes still.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Buster getting Giggler. Job.
Exciting. I still need to lab that out a little bit and figure it out someday.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much time it saves. I've heard people say it's like basically the same as any percent. Like,
I've also heard that. So, and it makes
maybe
sense
like,
because the difference is really whether you go into this girder for that moon or not. And it also helps to get that Luigi hint art during Giggler.
yeah.
But not necessary if you get the Cloud hint art. Definitely makes things easier though.
Coins are a little bit more tight on outfit route, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you need like
yeah. So if you
1400.
get the Ruined hint art and say the Cloud hint art, that's almost enough. But you need like maybe 100 more, which you can get from things like the Bowser's 2 Vault Moon, like the Treasure Vault, and like Lost to Captain Toad. But it's very possible that you don't get very many coins from there. And like Sand 1 Sphinx, depends on how many coins you get
Yeah.
there. It can be tight at the end of the run, and sometimes you'll want to get another, like the Luncheon hint art to afford the Mushroom Shop Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, Mark finishing up Wiggler as
I need to
Somedas
see.
is entering and BP is close behind.
I don't think Mark ended up doing Giggler. He has 3 moons, but I think since he does Swing in the Breeze, he should have 3
Yeah.
moons.
Yeah, if he collected Swing in the Breeze, then he's not doing Giggler.
Yeah. Or maybe he went for it and failed it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also possible. It doesn't lose that much to attempt it.
Also, Somedas getting it, but interestingly, not getting a hint art like we talked about.
Yeah.
BP also
I wonder
getting
if he's doing the outfit route, actually. BP's doing Giggler and grabbing the hint art.
Yeah. He looks pretty good on coins right now. He has like in the mid 600s, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
790.
Very comfortable there. Now Buster's doing some musicians. Again, kind of world peace vibes. Although the movement is a little different.
I mean, if we're gonna see a sewer clip from anybody, it'd probably be Buster, but
Yeah, I
sewer
think
clip.
last time I was talking to him, he was saying, or he realized how little it saves.
Yeah.
Because in Darker, if you want to do sewer clip, it's still faster to get the sewer moon. So you just do sewer clip and enter the the pipe to go back and collect the secret moon.
Yeah.
So it's just it's so crazy. You're making that moon faster by just getting to it sooner.
I could
And so
see.
it saves very little.
Yeah, I could see like maybe for like a, I don't know, like a calm sob attempt for an example, doing it there, but
Yeah.
really does not seem worth it like at all. Yeah, we can see now Mark Lucas being 53 seconds behind Buster. Looks like out of Lost One.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like it's updating for Somedas, but BP is 2 minutes and 23 seconds behind. Does have an extra moon though from TNT, so see if that ends up
Yeah.
paying off. I do feel like if anything's gonna be good, it's gonna be post game for BP, because
Yeah, I mean,
all
one of
moons
the
run out.
nice things about getting an extra moon like that's pretty difficult, like early in the run, is that if he misses a moon later in the run, he will have a faster backup moon
Yeah.
if needed, that the other runners wouldn't have the opportunity for. So,
Mm-hmm.
a bit of an advantage.
Yeah. OBP looks like,
Somedas just straight up rolling off that rail, no fear.
yeah, BP ended up messing up the jump to Glittering of the Pool and just got left at the cafe instead, which I don't really know
Oh yeah, I
how.
wonder what he's gonna do in
Yeah.
Metro 2. So he's got a Lake 2 change with the checkpoint, and he's got this Metro full moon to remember.
Maybe he just like gets another backup somewhere, but I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like it's such a fast moon, it would be probably faster to just go and get it anyway, but
Messing up the
I'm
seed
just not
here.
sure where it fits in. Oh my goodness, BP with the seed just fighting it.
Yeah.
And Buster goes on the left side for the festival secret moon,
Maybe
which
out
I didn't
of.
even know was a question. I just thought everyone went to the left, but we will see.
Okay. I was gonna say BP could just like warp up to the top, get it, like get the glittering above the pool moon, uh, like before entering sewers, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering
So
if there's a
Buster on
good
1
time.
HP.
Maybe like in Metro 2, after he talks to Peach, instead of taking the pole to fling over to the cafe, maybe he just warps to the top, gets the pool moon, and then falls down. Maybe he could also get it like he could try and get it like during the bird cycle in the city when he warps up there. I don't know if
Yeah.
there would be enough time, but
I mean, probably just had to like camera nip away, but
yeah, well, that bird's a global. Oh, no, no, no. You're right. Yeah, that one's actually camera based. So actually, that could be the best option.
true. Yeah.
Anyway, uh, Mark just completed the festival, chasing right behind Buster.
Mm-hmm. Our two Switch 2 runners are definitely in the lead right now.
Yeah. Yeah, festival itself is pretty long, so the Switch 2 loads 40 minutes into the run are not accounting for all of that.
This time, Buster does not have to worry about clicking Seaside first. He can click Snow first, and everything will be fine.
True. Hopefully he doesn't accidentally smack the control stick down to Seaside.
That would be like a world's first.
Actually, it doesn't really lose time to go Seaside first. It changes around which shops give you the text, which is technically a little bit of a time loss. Like in Seaside, having extra text boxes takes a little more time than having those text boxes in like Bowser's shop, for instance. But it's pretty negligible. It just makes the post game order weird.
Oh.
But people aren't really accidentally choosing Seaside first anyway.
Yeah. While you were saying all that, Somedas had like a pretty scary festival there. He had 1 HP near the end of that.
BP ending on 1 HP, but it looked like he had enough invincibility frames not to be worried. Goodness, yeah. Festival, a death in Festival is probably one of the biggest single time losses you could have in main game. A death in like Escape would be worse. But I'm not sure there's any other single mistake that costs so much time.
Pretty clean snow clip from Buster, getting it with the moon clip.
Yeah. Oh, BP's profile picture, that's actually his, it stands for Black Pie 3142, so it's his normal PFP, but it's all the same black color.
Yep, totally. Looks like Mark was able to get it pretty... Oh, no, never mind. It looked good.
Going for screen clip.
Get your guesses in for Buster Boundable. I would probably say like 49s.
I'd say low 50, 49, high 49. I wouldn't be surprised. Mark got screen clip, I think, like third try. So that's that's good. That's a lot better than how it could have gone.
Yeah. I'll probably, I guess for Buster, I'll go 50-11. How about that?
I'll go with a clean 50-04.
Reference.
Man, it's looking so clean.
Mark Lucas, I'd probably say like maybe like a 51. And I'm not sure how he does.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he was 51 or 50.
49.86.
Goodness. You got a 16.03 lap. I didn't even know like 15 lap 2s and 3s were like on the table for RTA. But apparently...
Yeah. Just crack that bound bowl. Yeah, it's looking to be about maybe a 52, I'd say, for Mark. So maybe like I'll go 52-11. Kind of a late guess, but whatever.
Looks like Somedas is doing downstairs clip. Looks like he missed the moon clip.
BP got the moon clip, so...
53-61 from Mark, looks like.
Damn.
Oh, Somedas is really struggling on this downstairs clip. He's mentioned in the past he finds it more consistent than like screen clip. But with it, as with any strat, sometimes it's just not working, and you can't tell why.
Yeah. Buster getting a third bite fish, by the way. So bad luck, but not too bad at least. Assuming a 50-50 chance. Having a rough time with this downstairs.
Yeah.
Looks like BP is entering the race. I'd probably say 51s for him would be a good guess. I think maybe like a 51. We'll go 60. 51-60. Having a pretty rough time. Oh, he finally gets a downstairs roll cancel clip. I don't know why I said roll cancel clip and not RCC. 51-54. That was pretty close. 0.06 off.
Yeah, it looks like a few minutes for Somedas, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Buster getting a bad seaside wave RNG.
Yeah. So annoying.
Kind of just something that happens. Can't really control it unless you just don't cap throw, but you do need the cap throw there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know if the if Buster's thing is accurate, but being only 5 seconds behind his personal best, especially after clicking Lake 1, is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I think Buster's due for a PB at some point. I think he's been doing a lot of practice and hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't PB'd since signing up. But
And I guess his PB is probably on Switch 1.
I think it's on Switch too. I think he's got 258, 53.
Well, converted it's a 258, 53, but I think
Maybe it was on Switch 1 and they converted
yeah.
it. But he's on Switch 2 for the tournament.
Yeah.
Which means probably even easier for him to, get a PB if he's comparing to Switch 1 times.
52-77 from Somedas. Pretty close in the chat there.
I mean, if Buster pulls out like a sub 3 here, Switch 2 sub 3, that would still be really good. I think Mark could beat that, but I wouldn't think Somedas or BP is ready to get a sub 3 this run.
I mean, it seems like I don't really know what a sub 3 pace looks like, but it's been going pretty well for Buster so far, at least.
Yeah, he hasn't had any huge mistakes. Oh, well, I guess he's lost the Gushin.
Yeah, looks like it.
That'll lose some time. Might give a chance for Mark to catch up.
The stream is buffering a little bit.
But it loses less to forget that Gushin, or not forget, but have it despawn. It loses less if you know how to do fast movement, like he's doing right now.
Mm. Somedas got first bite fish there. Good RNG on that, but the rest of the Snow 2, excuse me, Snow 1. It's not really, did not really go well for him.
Yeah, I mean, the clip was just so brutal. BP jumping into the moon with a dehydrated Gushin.
It's like the thing might have broken the on-screen text because it's now saying that Mark Lucas is leading through Metro 1 and everybody else is like 40 minutes behind or whatever. Maybe he like skipped a split or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder. Right, nice Buster finishing the mollusk fight without too much trouble. Getting the lava off of its head was a little difficult, but he looks like he finished the fight pretty solidly. Uh-oh, BP grabbing the checkpoint from All Moon's muscle memory.
Oh,
you want to
no.
grab that checkpoint with the Gushin to refill it, not with Mario.
Yeah. Might just be better at this point to just...
I think he's just not going to abandon the
Gushin
and just go. Yeah. I'm sure he knew immediately when he did it.
Yeah.
All right, Buster, I think increased his lead through that seaside.
Yeah. I mean, it looked pretty good. He did lose his Gushin, but...
It was pretty clean otherwise, so...
Yeah. And I guess the seaside wave RNG that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And now we're entering luncheon, which we have this Goomba Moon first, which is a newer thing I know.
Yeah.
And luncheon is nothing too crazy, but does have a lot of potential for mistakes. So
Yeah. And Cookatiel is definitely very volatile. Volatile. But whatever.
yeah,
Something like that.
English.
Oh, BP struggling on this second phase of the mollusk.
It looked like he already got
man.
the... Did he already get the Note Spoon? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. There we go. He's attracted the octopus's attention.
Oh, okay. He
Yeah,
had that
a little
thing.
Close there, but looks like...
Yeah. If you press pause on the button press too soon, I think.
Yeah, and the weird thing is that the timing actually is different. It like literally sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the cutscene to activate.
I see.
It might be related to wave RNG, might be related to how recently Mollusk like shot something out of his mouth. Might just be that's how it is. I don't think we know. But if you pause and unpause, unfortunately, then it takes even longer for the cutscene to start. And in that time, Mario can't really move. So it definitely can make recapturing the Gushin before it disappears impossible in some cases.
Yeah. It's kind of just brutal RNG there.
Buster opting for the sub area first. I think it's technically a little faster to do the other moon first and do the sub area second, but it's close enough in timing that it's
Really
really up
matter.
to preference.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you kind of do that movement in Spiritless Luncheon where you.
Yeah, going from the mountain to the sub area.
Yeah. And then I guess in like just a Spirit, like a normal Spirit Luncheon, you would do the same movement from the Lantern Moon to what you would call it, the Mountains Moon.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
But it does make the climb up from the sub area to the meat moon. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it a little awkward. Oh my gosh, BP is. Oh no, he's. Oh wait, sorry. I thought he hadn't gotten the moon yet, but he totally had. He just had bonked.
Okay. He does need that moon, so I'm interested to see what he will do about that.
Oh, I think he got it. Wait, did he? Am I?
Oh no, he did. It looked like. Well.
Okay, he did get it. Okay.
I guess yeah, he has a moon, so.
Right.
So, grabbing the hearts there for to prevent the damage refill, but missing out on coins. Let's get the first person.
Oh my goodness, Spirit just fell on Mario and killed him. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, he's fine.
Mario is omnipotent.
Buster with some nice fast movement. I think they do that in World Peace.
Yeah.
So yeah, Buster's had some really good main game so far. All the World Peace stuff he's been phenomenal at, of course. So he'll have to maintain this lead in his post game.
Based on last race,
the other runners are basically hoping that he messes up in post game. So
yeah, and
they weren't really expecting him to have a meltdown in main game or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say based on last race, does kind of seem like Buster had a little bit of issues in post game because we mentioned earlier how
missing the Moai Island. Uh-oh.
Can he do the one Goomba
losing
strat?
all but one Goomba, but he's gonna do this strat. Uh-oh.
I have to capture that Goomba from far away.
Yeah,
I think
you gotta capture it while Goombet, without scaring Goombet away with Mario. There we go. That's how you do it. I mean, yeah, good backup. Still faster than going back and getting all the Goombas. Or getting a replacement moon even. In fact, you can't get a replacement moon because the Goombet moons are a Toadette moon. You get 3 out of 3.
I mean, you could do it in Lunch 3 or
yeah, true. 3. It wouldn't be bad to fit it in, and I think.
But you would need
with that route.
Yeah, you need an extra moon to leave Luncheon though.
True.
So
which if you know, like you can get the Magma Swamp Moon right after the Spirit Arena here.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember if it was timed to be faster to get it right after Spirit or get it after the Meat Multi-Moon. Either way, it's close. And he won't be needing to do that. Buster finishing up Cookatiel. Didn't look like he was having too many problems.
No. It's one of the faster bosses in the game.
Yeah, when everything goes cleanly. But it's so possible to just be chasing him all the way around the pot.
Yeah, definitely.
Or falling down over and over on one of the phases. And it's just so... I think, as with a lot of these boss fights in this game where you're in a capture, the movement is more awkward than normal.
Oh,
so
BP.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. You died on the timer challenge. At least he respawns close by. But that does put him... makes an even larger gap between him and Mark.
Yeah.
You'll have to really play good for the next 2 hours to make up for that.
You know, Mark Lucas is also a good All Moons winner, so he's not going to have much trouble in post game, I would assume.
Yeah, and I think Mark is familiar with darker post game. Seems like he's been playing it plenty recently.
Now we're in Ruin. It's just grabbing the treasure moon down there and going to go kill the dragon. And I guess the Hintard as well, but...
Yeah, that always happens.
Yeah. Even in like any percent where you don't need it.
Yeah. There's just nothing else to do. I had a dream once. I found a faster way to fight the ruined dragon. Upon waking up, I realized that was definitely never going to happen.
No. I like the optimism, though.
You can hope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure if that flame will hit. All right, that one did, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume Mark is about a minute behind Buster at this point, and then the other runners are about like, well, I guess BP is probably 2 minutes behind Mark.
Yeah.
And then maybe this is kind of just maybe like also 2 minutes behind BP, so.
Yeah, it looks like honestly, a pretty wide gap.
Yeah.
Only an hour into the run. Well, obviously, we've still got a lot of time left in the run, but we got a wide spread here.
And also route differences. I think I'm not exactly sure like how much each route saves over one another. But like for example, Buster will be doing the lake reroutes over everybody else.
Since he was the only one to do IP skip, he's
Yeah.
down 2 moons. Meanwhile, BP is up 1 moon because he's already done TNT.
Well, he is missing Pool Moon.
Oh, true.
Although I guess he got
Actually,
Cafe.
Yeah, I guess he replaced it because you have to leave Metro 1.
Yeah.
You normally only get exactly as much as you need, 20. Right.
So, and then I think other than Lake and I guess the 2 extra moons that Buster has to get, there's probably like I guess maybe Sandbird, and then also like the Cap 2 stuff. Honestly, can't remember everything.
Yeah.
Volcano Cave. It's a bunch of small things.
Yeah, I think a lot of the route changes you don't really see until post game starts. I mean, we've already seen quite a few with IP skip and lake clip. and TNT in BP's case. But a lot of like the backup moons are in post game, for instance.
And also a lot of it's like the late part of post game as well. A lot of the early
Yeah,
kingdoms are
and that's
basically the
good
same.
because it helps to have the backups later in the run.
Mm-hmm.
Buster not having much of a problem in Bowser's 1 so far. Still very familiar territory for him.
Mm-hmm. He also has Buster has quite a bit of dark side experience, and this is also something you do in dark side. I'm pretty sure, like basically this exact same
Yeah.
route.
Oh, he's got the down throw. This is
Walking on
such
that
cool
though.
movement. He'll get it. Yeah.
Oh, for some reason the bomb did not hit that
Yeah, I
crate
think
for some reason.
yeah, why does that happen? Besides maybe the bomb just being too far left. I think if the bomb hits the cannon, then it doesn't destroy the block next to the wall.
Maybe.
I'm not 100% sure though.
Mark Lucas is choosing to do the old shards, which only loses like a second or two, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, Somedas bonking on his way up from the chess moon. Taking a death here.
Ruined deaths are they're special. They're a special kind of death.
You don't see him that often.
Doesn't lose that much time, but any time in Ruined Kingdom feels so bad.
Especially since like half of it, I guess more than half, is just an auto scroller, so
Yeah.
that time loss really gets amplified, I guess.
And it's just kind of demoralizing. It's usually the weird geometry of the ground and the walls as you're trying to get up from the chest, or just you like barely overshoot the ledge while jumping to the chest. Looks like Mark was having a little bit of trouble with Bowser Dram, but gets it now.
Buster's been having a pretty clean, pretty, well, I wouldn't say clean. I mean, he had that down throw shards bonk.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Bowser's
Again,
is one of those kingdoms where it's hard to have everything go right, but whenever it does, it's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Buster's competitive advantage is definitely more so in the main game. Not to say
Yeah.
his post game won't be good. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he even gets further ahead in post game. There's definitely a chance there, uh
Yep.
but him being ahead right now is not the most surprising. These other runners still have a pretty good chance. And reminder that BP and Somedas are both on Switch 1. So at this point, about an hour into
True,
the
yeah.
run, we're maybe looking at a minute difference.
I'd say so, yeah.
We're hour 10 into the run, so probably a minute makes sense. So
I mean, any percent is 50 seconds about.
Yeah.
But I would assume you do less. Oh, Buster.
Yeah, fewer loading zones, perhaps. I mean, since we're getting peace in almost every kingdom in Darker Side, it stands to reason there'd maybe be more cutscenes or loads. But sometimes it's strange because any percent will maybe go into like a sub area. Something like Snow Kingdom. Well, I guess those aren't even sub areas, but
yeah,
any percent might go into more sub areas. Something like Luncheon 1, for instance. But whatever the case.
all we really know is at the end of the run they'll get a 2 minute and 45 seconds, I guess, subtracted from their time. So
Yeah. Buster getting this poke into the wall after a brief second of stepping on the crate. I was kind of worried he might have walked into the poison.
yeah. So something I just noticed as well, we have 2 Switch 2 runners. One of them is pre-recorded, one of them is not. And then we have 2 Switch 1 runners. One of them is pre-recorded, one of them is not. So
we've got the whole thing here.
yeah. Doesn't really matter, but something a little fun that I noticed. And we have 5 Americans, I guess 3 playing, 2 commentating.
True.
And the lone German. Buster with the new TA, very nice. Bowser's was pretty good. It's a little bit of mistakes here and there, but nothing major.
Mark opting to have a nice spin of the Pokio's beak to clear all the crates and kill the Spiny.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure isn't like where the Spinies are RNG, so it's like
yeah, they
right
they
next
spawn in the
to...
same place every time, but similar to like Goombas or the fish that you get with Lakitu, they randomly move about. So
yeah,
feels like half the time the Spiny moves to an annoying place. Honestly, more than half the time, but I'm not keeping track. So, but actually on those Spinies, you can keep them off screen long enough that they never get a chance to wander over to the spot where you'd land. So,
just like camera nipping.
That's a like strategy that like shows up again and again. Of okay, well, this thing moves randomly, but while it's off screen, it doesn't move at all. So you can keep it more or less consistent.
Yeah, Buster is exiting Bowser's here. I guess with about 6-minute moon, it would be like a mid 118.
119, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, I also wouldn't be surprised if Buster got like a 545 moon 1, which would be more of like a low to mid, or I guess just low 119, which is really good.
Especially for that kingdom misclick. Sorry.
True. I forgot all about that. But yeah, this moon movement is not in Dark Side or World Peace or any percent, certainly. So This is all from Buster's Darker Side practice.
Mm-hmm. It's not too difficult of movement, but there's also a lot of opportunities for time loss because
Yeah,
moon
and
gravity
moon
just makes
gravity
everything
just
slow.
makes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that ends up putting us, or probably, well, I think Mark might have catched up a little bit. I think 'cause he had a mid
Yeah,
113.
it's usually like 2 minutes, 10, maybe less than that seconds entering this chapel here.
Maybe
So
Mark is a minute and a half behind.
yeah, I'd probably say a minute and a half. But then accounting for 40 seconds of moons, more like 50 seconds.
Yeah.
But after this split, it'll be into post game, and I think Mark Lucas will have a good chance to catch up.
Yeah.
I mean, at least a better chance than he did in main game here.
Although he is doing the intermediate route, so it's kind of up for debate. Because I know, like, the intermediate routes or not Cascade 2, sorry, Cap 2. You get 4 extra moons there.
Yeah, I mean that's
So
usually paired with outfits because the outfit route gets 4 outfit moons, well
yeah.
3 outfit moons in the Toadette moon. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if some or all of these runners were going for outfit route. Like BP has to do like outfit clip in all moons, so he's probably not afraid of that.
Yeah.
I think Mark might be similar.
I guess you can do outfit route without doing like IP skip and stuff.
Yeah,
I just
but
kind of
again, we
associate
won't be able to
too.
tell that until they buy an outfit. And
Yeah.
at the latest, they could do it in Metro 2. So
I mean, Mark also does all moons, so
yeah,
probably also pretty comfortable with a lake outfit clip.
yeah,
I think the only limiting factor would probably just be like the Equan Bird, right?
yeah.
What do they call
Equine
it?
Bird in Cap 2 is pretty difficult, but uh, yeah, I wonder. I mean, I feel like these runners are comfortable enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but also reasonable if they aren't going for that too. Very possible. Here comes Buster to 2DSS.
Oh. Okay.
He gets
Third
it.
try.
Nice. It's a little scary. He
Yeah, especially
lived.
that
He
second
knows what
try.
he's doing.
I do think that still ends up saving time over like doing 2D. So
Oh man, Beefy's bunny is running all over the place here. Why did he jump that way? That's crazy.
why'd he
All
jump
right, he
towards him?
finally gets him. Goodness. I don't anticipate any of these other runners that are going for 2DSS, but
Probably not.
it's just so risky if you die.
Yeah. I mean, there's only like a handful of runners who even like can do it consistently, and like Buster's one of them. So
Yeah. Yeah, Mark is not going for it. Exactly as I would have done.
Yeah, Buster with a 119, 26, 27.
Yeah, that's really good.
Do you know what pace that would be?
Uh, I'd say it's very possible to get a sub 3 with that.
Oh, BP failing Mooncave skip.
He was too far right. That looks good.
Something you don't
I
hear
was
every
so
day in the
afraid he
SMO
might not
community.
have had his cap bounce, but
Yeah.
he is okay.
So realistic sub 3 on the table for Buster.
Yeah,
Mark.
and honestly, Mark could also do it. It'd be a lot harder, but very possible. Oh yeah, and
Looking
Mark didn't do
more.
IP skip, so in my mind, yeah, it's even a little more possible for Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if I played really well on Switch 1, I could make a high 120 into a sub 3. But on Switch 2, and where Mark has already gotten 2 more moons from the inverted pyramid, that's even more reasonable. A sub 3. So that'd be really
Yeah.
cool to see. And would that be a PB for Mark?
Yeah, for sure. I think he has like a 301.
Oh yeah, he's got like a 301.
So Buster
So
having a little bit of issue getting the seeds there.
yeah. Also made us get moon skip.
Yeah, according to the pace versus personal best, looks like Buster's 56 seconds ahead of his
Yeah,
PB.
wow. And I don't think that's fake. It's a good run.
Yep. Unless his PB was his tournament PB, but even so, like it's
Yeah. Again, like I said, this is very sub 3 pace for Buster. So if his PB that he's comparing to is a Switch 1 time, then he is easily on pace to be close to that.
Mm-hmm.
To be close to this 258. It's 258 if it was on Switch 2. So he's in really good shape right now. But again, we're just starting post game. He already had some trouble with the seeds, but
Yeah.
PB calculations are based on the runner's live split.
Maybe I can go on his the run.gg page and take a look. BP going for 2DSS, by the way. We're just not even mentioning
It wasn't
this.
he gets it. I guess he was the only person I thought might go for it because for him this isn't such a good run, and he also has practiced 2DSS a lot. I'm not surprised he wanted to go for it here.
Oh, good job.
I didn't see how many tries it took him, but he didn't die, so
Yeah. Okay, he is on Buster's the run.gg. It says that his PB is a 306.32, so I don't think it's an actual PB or his actual PB, excuse me, but
I
and
see.
he's 53 seconds ahead of that.
I wonder if that's his like Switch 2 live split file.
Probably. Or like the file that we got provided.
Yeah.
But obviously, like he had a pretty good. He had a pretty good main game in his last run as well. It's just kind of where post game fell apart. Yeah. I mean, he also he missed 4 moons in sand, so
Yeah, I mean, it'd be exciting to see how this race goes with that in mind.
looks like BP finished up main game with a mid 124. So it could be maybe, I don't know. If we're going based off of a 120 being sub 3able, this could be like a 304 maybe,
Yeah, maybe a little bit
or
better.
305.
Maybe a little bit worse. Yeah. Either way, I think it's a fairly good benchmark to say 120 flat main game plus a 140 flat post game is fairly balanced. Maybe by today's standards and based on how Switch 2 affects main game and post game differently, maybe that's a little bit outdated. But for the most part, it's a
Yeah.
good enough benchmark. Although I would expect BP's post game to be comparatively better than his main game. So we'll see. He's looking to get a PB as well. If he gets a PB, that's exciting.
Yeah. Busters have some issues there with the Spinies, getting some a little bit of bad RNG, but it's kind of more so just not blowing for long enough. Wait. But yeah, Snow is nothing crazy. It's kind of a nice little introductory split to post game. Just kind
Yeah.
of go through these sub areas and then just some quick outside movement and then these sub areas.
Yeah, I'd say Snow 2 is very much a split where it feels more and more comfortable as you get better at it, more so than other kingdoms do, because stuff like the rolling around outside the kingdom, the geometry's a little weird. Oh, it looks like BP's, since he missed the checkpoint, he's doing some movement over.
Oh, he missed the checkpoint. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I didn't notice. But because this weird geometry outside, also inside Shiveria, like the lump moon can be kind of annoying, and some of the other movement, like the poison with the Typhus, dying in there is very easy to do. But the more comfortable you get with, or the better you get at the split, the more comfortable you get in a like a steeper fashion than other kingdoms tend to be. It's more kind of like Lost 2 in that way, because it's just you can lose a lot of time pretty easily.
Yeah.
But looks pretty clean from Buster and
Yeah, I
Mark so far.
haven't really seen many mess ups.
Yeah, or any small mistakes that do happen have been backed up really quickly. That's something that's a really important skill I've realized. If you watch like Tyrone do runs, he like in any percent or darker side, whatever category he's doing, he doesn't make that many mistakes, first of all, which matters a lot in speedrunning. But second of all, any mistakes he does make, he's backing them up immediately. And you'll see that with any experienced runner in a category or game. And that really matters. Like knowing exactly what to do if you miss this movement in this way.
Especially in a race setting like this. Where
Yeah.
you can't reset. didn't want to interrupt you there, but Buster ended up getting, I think, third try. Third try,
Oh
whatever you
yeah,
call it,
Blowy
willy-nilly.
Noe. Hmm. Yeah,
So
that's another thing that can lose you a lot of time.
yeah,
At this level, I'm not surprised if everyone's doing it. But I definitely recommend considering if whether you should do Blowy Noe or not, because it only saves like 10 seconds, and to not do it is so
oh really?
easy. So if you're not getting Blowy Noe like third try, at least, every time you walk up to the wall, then you should definitely consider just taking the Taifu over there from the Odyssey at the end of the kingdom. It also means you don't have to grab the checkpoint by the end, which makes that
True.
movement just a little bit more comfortable.
I didn't realize it only saved like 10. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it seems like it would take a long time to move the Taifu over there, but you're comparing it to like Mario rolling up the hill as well, so
Yeah.
it doesn't actually take that long. Plus the moon in the air near the Odyssey, you can grab it
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the kingdom instead. So it just simplifies things and only loses a bit of time. Something I wish more people knew about, because Blowy Noe can be really like just inconsistent until you really figure out exactly how to do it every time.
Yeah.
And not and everyone does it a little bit differently, have slightly different visual cues and timings. So
Yeah. So now you know, guys. Blowy Noe only saves 10. Oh,
Buster
Buster.
just missed the platform in Mysterious Clouds at the end. I've wondered to myself when doing that if it's better to just leave the sub area, get a backup moon. But since you respawn in the sub area, it's kind of unclear. Is it really worth it exiting the sub area and then getting a backup? Probably. But also, it's just simpler on the routing side of things to just get it anyway. It's a hard call to make.
I mean, Buster doesn't even really have that many backups.
Yeah, because he's
really
doing.
get.
Yeah, he's doing the most optimized route, so he'd rather just get that. Now Buster's opening 3 of the clouds. Let's see if he does this dive vault strat, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
He gets it nicely. That's a cool strat.
This might end up giving Mark a little bit of an edge, just because he didn't die in Mysterious Clouds.
Yeah, he's catching up a little bit. BP and Somedas are working through these rooms in snow. Oh, Buster's just falling down in the 2D area a little bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the chain chomp shot.
Yeah.
Gets it second try. Yeah, that other chain chomp makes that strat even more annoying. So, luckily, he got the second shot to happen before that other chomp got in the way.
Yeah, sometimes it's like just worth it to capture and uncapture that chain chomp just so it doesn't.
Yeah, just so it's dizzy and out of your way. I agree.
Yeah. Looks like Mark is just waiting for that chain chomp. Does get first
taking
try.
a little slower getting it. BP getting blowy noey. Looks like it took him a few tries, but not too bad. I guess they do that in all moons. Hadn't really thought about it before. But yeah, there's not a moon over there. So yeah, it looks like Mark is he's buying the pirate outfit, first of all. But also second of all, looks like he's less than a minute slower than Buster by the time. And because of the moon difference, it's even closer than that. So
yeah. So could end up being that Mark takes just a lead here, I guess. It's not quite an apparent lead because, doesn't seem like it, but being 2 moons ahead and also already having the pirate.
Yeah.
Who really knows?
Somedas on blowy noey. Gets it second try. Nice.
Good job. Yeah, Cascade 2's another kind of hard split. It's kind of similar to Snow 2, I feel like, where it's like it's hard, but when it goes well, it feels pretty good to do.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of things like this vector for one, which actually I think is not in the beginner route anymore.
Really?
Because it's just it's so difficult and easy to die on, and doesn't save enough time to make it really worth it. Especially if you're having to go a little slower to set up the vector, you're not saving hardly any time with those 2 moons.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that vector. There's the Jizo sub area. There's the bunny. There's the bird. All of these things can go a lot slower than you normally expect.
Yeah.
Until you get more experience with them.
It's all kind of all small stuff, really, that just adds up.
BP finishing Mysterious Clouds. It was a bit scary, but he made it happen. His movement looked confident.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Barely overshoots the ground there, and he's off into the abyss.
Yeah. It's very rough. It's happened quite a lot in this tournament, I feel like. Just people dying on this moon.
Yeah.
It's a hard moon.
Oh no, and he dies on the way back too.
It's rough. At least he has the moon, so he can just, go straight into 2D.
Yeah. Buster over here at this Pokio moon.
Let's
see if he does this.
That's pretty clean.
It's such a fun strat.
What was I gonna say? I think the little text like underneath the players' names. I don't think it's updated yet, but Mark is probably only like 40 or so seconds behind Buster at this point.
Yeah, it's actually great for Mark.
Yeah. He
And it's not
is,
even that Buster has made any huge mistakes. I mean, he died in Mysterious Clouds.
yeah.
But other than that, been fairly clean, just smaller mistakes. And Mark just has been clean the whole way through.
It also
Uh,
looks like Mark is 46 seconds ahead of his PB. I don't know if it's the actual PB or not, but
yeah,
on a pretty good pace.
exciting. Yeah, we've got, yeah, at this point, these two are now really fighting one another, really racing here. An hour, 40 minutes into the run, so.
Oh, BP having a little bit of trouble getting up to the timer challenge.
Yeah. I recently
Probably
died on this timer challenge by falling off the waterfall. I was
dying to
absolutely
the timer challenge is
surprised, but
crazy.
it looks like
Buster's
BP was a little more careful about it.
Buster's lead is kind of starting to dwindle a little bit. He's making a bunch of like small errors.
Yeah, and Mark is just capitalizing on him.
Yeah. You know, I've been wondering, is taking that slingshot to the arena actually faster? Do you know?
Uh, it's faster than just jumping to the arena normally. But if you
Mm-hmm.
get like I think BTT does like a spin throw with a lot of speed while going down the hill. You can get a really fast like triple jump uh, or something over to the arena, and that's faster. But the slingshot is just really easy to take, and it's usually going to be faster than whatever you're doing to get to the arena. The arena otherwise.
Interesting. Also,
Mark
here's a
long
little
jumping over those
route.
spikes.
Ooh. But a small little route difference. Buster ended up having to do Invader here. Well, Mark probably won't, unless
Yeah, because
just
Mark
in
wasn't
like a
doing
backup
IP
move for some
skip.
reason.
Yeah, nowadays I think Invader is
It's slower than Lunch and
ins-
Shop on Switch 1,
yeah.
apparently. Or on Switch 2, I
I was
mean.
yeah, so with when it comes to what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Yeah, when it comes to IP skip, you're skipping two moons. One of them is a 2D moon, which you replace with the luncheon 2D moon at the end of the route. But the other one is now Invader. But
Yeah.
it's like since there's a lot of moving parts, you can think of after all the parts have moved, it just looks like the IP skip route just adds an Invader.
Yeah.
But it's really a little more complex than that because of Switch 2 happening and uh, other stuff moving around. But yeah,
You
that's
also need
probably the way to
the
think about it now is
you also get the mechanic outfit in Luncheon, so it's kind of I guess you do Luncheon Shop anyways, like
yeah, well, every route just gets lunch and shop, I think. It used to
yeah.
be considered a backup, but now, especially since Switch 2, it's in all the routes.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you're doing the advanced route, there are very sparse options for fast backup moons or other moons to add. So sometimes people will be like, "Oh, well, it turns out this moon here is really slow. Like it's a 21-second moon. We should just cut it out of the route because there are 19-second moons." But then it's like, well, which actually which 19-second moon are you thinking of? Because at the point of the advanced route, like you're looking at like TNT, slot seed in Metro, using the lamppost to plant it, like salt clip. There just aren't many good options, so
Yeah.
you just have to deal with some moons that feel slow.
Looks like BP will be taking a break here.
Oh yeah.
It's our first break of the run.
I should probably make use of breaks a little more. I mean, it's a nice addition and sometimes can help you reset and clear your head.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a 3-hour run is just, like for me, I guess, it's just barely like short enough to where I could do without a break.
Yeah.
But like, especially like if you're getting tilted, like if you're making a bunch of mistakes, it could be worthwhile just taking a break, just like clear your mind.
Yeah, and my I haven't sat in a chair stationary so much in past many months.
Yeah.
And it's more exhausting than I remembered.
True.
For 3 hours, but I can make it through. It's just uncomfortable by the end. So I should probably consider. Anyway, we're in the Seaside 2D, and Mark is chasing right behind Buster. Buster's on 1 health. This is very scary. He bounces on the
I mean,
Koopa shell. No
he'll
fear.
probably survive, but just losing time to Mark
Yeah,
just
I mean,
because.
every damage in 2D loses a lot. Because number
Yeah.
1, you have the damage, which takes more time in 2D than like in 3D. Number 2, the moon refill, and number 3, if you're taking damage, it's like you're usually losing your speed too. So
Yeah, Mark pretty much caught up just after that.
all right, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave.
Okay.
Good luck to the runners and good commentating with you, C-Man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course. Thanks for co-commentating for a while.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it's
it.
been fun. All right, see ya.
Bye. All right, folks, it's just me now. Unless somebody else wants to come in. Yeah. So, basically, just off that 2D maze alone, I think Mark is pretty much caught up to Buster at this point. Not to mention that Buster doesn't even have the pirate outfit on and will be down a moon because of IP skip, so might actually be just a slight Mark Lucas advantage. But yeah, and Somedas is making his way through Bowser's right now. Haven't really been paying attention too much to him because I've had a pretty close race between first and second, but looks like he's just kind of cruising. Not too many mistakes. I haven't seen. Just kind of making slow and steady progress. Looks like BP is back and ready to play. Looks like Buster's Shreve is lagging a little bit. Kind of getting a little bit ahead of Mark here, right? I don't know if Mark might have missed the eel cycle, maybe. I was not paying attention. Now we're heading into Wooded 2 here, which is probably among the most difficult splits in the run. At least in my opinion. Finish out World Peace here. And doing a bunch of just generally hard movements. Okay, Buster bonking on that, but just getting the moon there, just because why not? He's down there. Make his timer challenge 3 easier. Basically tied this at this point with Mark. Yeah, not luncheon, excuse me. Wooded has a lot of difficult moons that you gotta get. I do think Mark Lucas, he might end up doing Invisible Road. Other than that, should be about the same. I believe because the intermediate route has you doing Invisible Road, and the advanced route has you doing Volcano Cave, so I guess we'll see how that changes up things. Yeah, Torque Drift, it's kind of a lot of waiting around, but try and get speed with the uproot while you are waiting around. I'm pretty sure that it makes the bird cycle easier, but don't take my word for it. I'm not sure if the uproot speed carries over into the bird cycle. But I feel like it does, so could be a realistic thing. BP accidentally warping to the wrong checkpoint to main courtyard instead of main courtyard entrance. Getting Invader here. It's because he's on switch 1, so is just faster. It's like Buster might have had just a slightly cleaner torque drift over Mark, but about the same. Just be getting the 80% moons here. I do think Buster, typically people get the pirate outfit in Wooded 2, so we might be seeing that shortly from Buster. Yep, getting the pirate outfit here, so this will give Mark the lead. Somedas is on 1 HP in this 2D maze section. He's going to have to play it really carefully. Just nearly avoids that Koopa. Oh, Buster having trouble with that Moonrock. Just taking a bonk there. Just gonna recover quickly though. Looks like Somedas ended up getting fish tips, so saving like probably like 7 seconds of we're doing the traditional no fish dip routes. Saves the same amount of time as it does at 8%. So it's the same movement. Yeah, now Mark ends up having the advantage into Wooded 2 here. Buster falling down. Struggling a little bit here. Yeah, Mark having just the advantage now into Wooded 2 here. Not to mention that he is has an extra moon over Buster. Could see a realistic sub 3 from either runner here, so sure stay tuned for that. Looks like BP might have forgotten the bird moon, maybe? So he went back to the lighthouse to get it. Does seem like he's a little bit unfamiliar with the darker routes. Kind of making a bunch of like small routing errors. There is a clip you can do with that moon that Mark just got, but I don't know if he knows how to do it, so I think it's... Forget how much it saves, but it's a pretty cool clip. It's kind of like a weird version of like nut clip and like a triple clip, for example. To get into the nut, the storeroom, robot storeroom early. Yeah, Somedas just entered Wooded here. Probably about like 7 minutes behind the other runners here. I guess we can... Is Mark gonna... Okay, it looks like Mark is gonna be doing Invisible Road here. Buster with Pipes Clip, by the way. Oh, messing up and moving a little bit. Oh, is he not doing Invisible Road? He's just jumping down from the secret flower field. Okay. So typically, the intermediate route has you doing Invisible Road over Volcano Cave. It looked like Mark was going to do that because he warped to the secret flower field, but ended up just jumping down from the moon. I don't know if it actually saves time or not. You know, I think Buster ended up warping to Station 8. Like, the route says that you should. Kind of a little bit confused on that, but maybe it just makes the bird cycle easier for Mark. I don't really know. But it looks pretty clean of a cycle for Mark here. Looks like Buster is also having a pretty clean cycle. Mark's going to be able to just... Looks like, yeah, he's able to just get the bird all the way over here. Looks like Buster is planning on doing the same thing. Pretty clean. Bird cycle is definitely a thing that you can mess it up pretty easily, so it's pretty nice to see them both get it here. Just wrapping up Torque Drift here. BP is looking like he's about to enter Wooded. He did take a break, so he's just a little bit behind RTA wise. Could be a close race between BP and Somedas for third. They're both on Switch 1, keep in mind, so they will have just time adjustments at the end of the run. Buster does not have to worry about getting that nut moon there during the timer challenge, but he's going to end up getting Cappy back pretty late. Going for the down throw moon there, gets it pretty cleanly. I've seen him done that, it's kind of cool. It's basically about like a 15-second advantage for Mark here. Not to mention that Buster will have to get the Sandbird here, maybe? I'm not exactly sure if Mark does either. I know Buster will. Other than Sandbird, there's not too many route differences, and Sand 2 is kind of the same for everybody. Okay, looks like Mark is getting the Sandbird, so I was mistaken about that. Looks like Buster is also going to get it pretty cleanly. It's not too crazy of a bird cycle, but can be easy to mess up. Yeah. I don't... Looks like Somedas might not be doing an outfit route here, considering he still has on the Mario outfit. Curious to see if he'll put it on in Metro, because that's... I think that's the last point you can put it on, is in Metro. Buster with that like fast little slope jump from the with the Goomba there. Pretty clean. Don't exactly know how much time that saves. Oh, blowing up his bullet bill. Just gonna have to take this other one. Looks like Mark might have messed up grabbing it inside a block. Giving Buster just a slight edge. Manipulating this bullet bill to get far enough to where you can take it all the way to that block over there. Looks like BP is also taking a break here. Oh, BP resets. Oh no. Unfortunate reset here. I guess that just will end up being a forfeit. Yeah, I understand BP, but it would have been nice to see you play. But that's okay, I understand. I guess first and second place, there's not much of a difference. You still end up in the same I guess, round, you could say. Like, you end up getting qualified or like moving on or whatever. So there's not much of a difference between 1 and 2, and then also 3 and 4. So it does make sense. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I think this will end up meaning, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this will end up putting... Okay, wait. Let me see the example real quick. So you end up being third or fourth place in this race, in the promotion race, will end up having you in the promotion slash demotion round, where you could either enter the promotion zone or enter the demotion zone, depending on how you place. And placing first or second here will put you in the qualification round for next week, where you can qualify for the final tournament. Final, I don't know if you'd call it tournament, but like final section of the tournament. So it's kind of just talking about some other stuff here, but it looks like Mark was still maintaining his lead over Buster just by a little bit. I didn't see exactly what happened, but it looks like the gap may have either shrinking. I think it's shrunk by a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty close between top two right now. I'm not gonna have too many route differences at this up until like Lake 2 probably. Because Sand and Metro 2 should be at least the same for Mark and Buster here. Buster might have a slightly faster Metro 2 because Mark got Swing in a Breeze and Buster got Giggler, the Giggler Moon. slightly more optimal to do Giggler instead of Swing in the Breeze in Metro 1. Somedas is going to be finishing up wooded here. It's going to be probably about maybe 9 minutes behind Buster and Mark Lucas here. I mean, he does have a switch 1, so he will have a 2-minute and 45-second adjustment at the end, but I think that is a little too little of a time adjustment to matter much at this point. I mean, who knows? Of course, anything could happen. Both Mark and Buster are pretty much tied at this point. I think his timer is a little bit behind Mark Lucas's. I'm not sure if that's just like stream delay or something. So it could be just like a slight edge for Buster here, but it's basically tied at this point. Oh, and two unfortunate sand deaths at the exact same time. God, why does everybody die there? That's so devastating. Unfortunate for the runners. The moons are basically synced at this point. It's crazy. It's like Buster might have had a slightly better ending sand section, you could call it. Buster did not forget the Moai Island this time. Good job, Buster. Sounded like BP forfeited because he just assumed that he was going to be far behind, and he kind of was. He assumed he was going to be far behind, and also he had life stuff going on. Yeah, Buster did IP skip, so he is behind a moon at this point, behind Mark Lucas. But, you know, that could change at, like, any point. This does essentially mean that... I think it'll just mean that Buster will have to get lunch 2D and Mark will not have to get lunch 2D. That's about 20 or 30 seconds. Does look like pretty solid PB pace for Mark Lucas here. I don't know what his actual PP is, and if his 50 seconds that he's saving actually is his personal best or not. Buster's also on a pretty solid run right now, being a minute and 44 seconds ahead of his 3:06 that he got on Sunday. Sunday/Monday, wherever you might live. And he is, at least from what I've seen, he's gotten all of his moons so far, so. He won't have to do some weird backup moons. Yeah, both runners are in the park right now, and Somedas is making his way through sand. I haven't seen anything go wrong for him. Approaching the sandfish right here. Sandfish is definitely... It's like that was second bite, maybe? About what you'd expect from sandfish if it's a 50-50. Like Buster's scooter landed in a better spot than Mark. Mark accidentally paused there. Buster will have to get swing in the breeze here, which could... It shouldn't change much. Should still be ahead just a little bit. Mark will have to get inside an iron girder near the end of Metro. Ooh, Buster taking a bonk there. Putting Mark back in the lead. It's a very close race, y'all. Be sure to stay tuned. Somedas taking a sand to death. Very unfortunate for him. It does not look like that was intentional. So, actually unfortunate for him. Just gonna have to go back down and get the moons. My god, Buster and Mark pretty much exactly tied right now. Somedas taking another unfortunate sand to death. Rest in peace. Going up towards the pyramid for some reason. Maybe he forgot Peach, looks like. Yeah, both runners are about tied at this point. It's kind of crazy. Buster will have a slight advantage just because he does not have to get inside an iron girder. But Buster will have a more difficult, like you'll have to get lunge 2D, so that ends up putting him about maybe 20 or 30 seconds. Oh, Buster, no! Taking a death on timer 1. That is very unfortunate. At least he grabbed the construction site checkpoints. There's not really a reason he shouldn't, because you're waiting for Cappy anyways to come back. But yeah, that might end up putting Mark firmly in the lead at this point. Mark Lucas will be entering the lake painting at 2050 about. Buster about the same time, actually. This is pretty close. You can see the route differences here. Mark having to get lake fish first. Part of the route. This lake 2 will end up looking very different between the runners here. I'm interested to see who will end out on top. They'll both end up doing outfit clip, but Mark Lucas will have to do Poison Wave sub area. Meanwhile, Buster, all Buster has to do is, what does he have to do? He ends up getting timer challenge 1 and something else. It's on the tip of my tongue. I guess also Dory Backrider. Although Mark got that as Lake 1. So those are getting second bite there. I didn't see exactly what bite Mark got, but it looks pretty good. This cycle is looking pretty good for Buster as well. You'll be able to get Dory in the middle of the timer challenge. Meanwhile, Mark having to do poison waves. Essentially doing poison waves instead of Dory and timer challenge. The route is collects the same moons otherwise, I believe. Well, Buster also got I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You'll understand what I'm saying. Lake 2 does kind of have a lot of tricky parts. That Dory and Timer 1 movement that Buster did is one of them. The Red Room sub area can be another, and Outfit Clip is a third. The reason is because it's faster. That's all I can really say. Doing lake clip essentially allows you to get the chest moon in Lake 1, so you get up a moon from that, and you get timer 1 as well in the advanced route by doing that. Meanwhile, the intermediate just has you doing poison waves, which I guess is just slower. That's essentially the lake differences. And then having to route around those moons makes the order difference of the moons. Yeah, Lake Clip ends up saving like quite a... I think it's... I don't know how much time. I think it's 8 maybe with the everything going right. And Mark Lucas had a pretty clean outfit clip. Gonna be seeing something similar from Buster here in a few. Mark having to... Oh, Mark taking a death in the red room. He tried to recover that, but just gave up. Doing this weird triple throw. Gets it though. Buster getting outfit clip probably like 3rd or 4th try. Pretty good. And that pretty much allows Buster to leave slightly ahead of Mark. Somedas is kind of just making his way through Metro 2 at the moment. Grabbing his moons. Doesn't have the pirate outfit on, but he hasn't reached Metro Shop yet, so we'll just have to see if he chooses to opt for the outfit route or not. At this point, I would think not, but who knows? Looks like he's going for Metro Captain Toad. Interesting choice there. I wonder if it's just because he is getting a backup moon. Unless I am missing something, I just think that is strictly slower. Toad is fast now as of recently. Well, great. I think Buster is getting a little bit ahead of Mark here, probably just because of the any percent skill difference. Or maybe it's about the same as when they exited Lake. I'm not really sure. I believe we'll see both runners here, both Buster and Mark, doing a volcano cave here. Both are buying the mechanic outfits to get their final outfit moon, which allows them to get a 4th moon from Toadette's. Looks like Somedas will not be doing the outfit route here. He has not bought the pirate outfits, and the Metro shop was, I believe, the last opportunity you can buy it. So, considering that he hasn't bought it at this point, looks like he is just opting to do the standard intermediate routes. Going up this... Okay. Yep, looks like both Buster and Mark will be doing Volcano Cave here. Let's see if he'll be able to hit it. Not too difficult, but it can be hard to do quickly. Oh, looks like Buster got it, but ended up bonking at the cloud up there. Mark having a little bit of a cleaner Volcano Cave there. So they both got it, so. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And yeah, this will be the moon dump. They should, I think Buster should have 400, maybe? I can't remember exactly. I'm opening the route dock real quick. Buster has 400. I think Mark should have 401. Yep, so both runners have not missed the moon, which is great. Be entering Lost 2 here, which is very difficult splits. Can either make or break your darker run, so see how they do. Last time Buster had to get he had to get both the binoculars moon and TNT here at Lost 2. So assuming everything else goes fine, I should be saving time here. Ooh, that was close from Buster there. He almost bonked on the thing, but barely did not. Buster having some trouble getting that moon. Mark got it instantly. Looks like both runners should be good on coins by the looks of it. So I think Mark had 206. and Buster has 397 or 367, 67. So they should be fine on coins. They don't need any extras. Oh, Buster missing that 4th shard there. Oh, Mark ended up getting it. Puts Mark just a little bit back in the lead now. Although Mark with the extra moon is gonna be more ahead than we might think. Their moon grabs are basically tied. Look at that. Let's see how they can handle this difficult trapedal bit of movements. Buster taking a bonk, not quite getting it. Meanwhile, Mark getting it first try. Buster's just gonna have to back it up here. This puts Mark much more in the lead at this point. Very difficult bit of movement there, trying to get the trapedal to break. You give it your hat to the trapedal, and you essentially want to go run over to the ground pound spot, ground pound, and have enough time for the trapedal to blow up the block. It's kind of hard, so still a lot of people just end up doing the ground pound early. But yeah, it looks like we're exiting Lost here. We're heading into Cap 2. Both runners here will be taking the same routes. Meanwhile, for Somedas, he's making his way through Lake 2. But since he chose not to do the outfit routes, as we talked about earlier, he'll end up having to get 4 extra moons in Cap 2, which that's a lot of moons, so, you know. But both runners ended up getting their moon rock jumps first try, which is great. Can be very annoying to not hit it first try and lose a bunch of time. Mark Lucas went to the right side of the checkpoints to get to Captain Toad, while Buster went to the left side. Interesting little route deviations there. Going to the same moon, but getting there different ways. Oh, Buster missing the moon under the I think it's under the berm or something like that. Missing that though, very unfortunate. Just gonna have to warp back up and get the moon. About to see Equin Bird, however you say that. From Mark here, we jump, do a triple jump in the middle of the well, I guess he's not doing it. He's just going to the danger sign and getting the bird from here, which is a perfectly valid way to do that. Maybe we'll see from Buster, though. You do a triple jump and grab the bird midair and make it to that other platform with the moon on it. So he's going for it. Looks pretty clean. He's gonna have to do a little bit of maneuvering over there. But, yep, we're good. That does save time over what Mark did, but not much, I believe. Buster accidentally recapturing the Paragoomba. Somedas is making his way through lunch 2, kind of doing the spiritless luncheon movements that you see from top any percent runners. Yeah, Mark Lucas holding on to his lead over Buster. Going into Moon 2 here, which is a very difficult split. Probably among the top 3 most difficult splits of the run. Have to see how they perform. Meanwhile, Somedas is finally moon dumping himself. Should be, he's been following the intermediate route, should be 398 moons. Which I assume that he has been following the intermediate routes, considering he's not getting his outfits or anything. Actually having 401 moons. Interesting. I wonder what extra moons he got. Oh, Metro Captain Toad was one of them. I wonder. I wonder what extra moons he got. And what moons he's going to end up skipping here. Also, yeah, Buster and Mark both making it out of the most difficult split of the run, Moon 2. Good job for both of them. Keep in mind, Buster will end up having to get lunch 2D here, so about 20 to 30-ish seconds behind Mark, what he'll probably get. We get to see shortly here if Buster and Mark are based or not. Whether they get the fan favorite track 46 or Boo. Track 4. Mark, not base, unfortunately. That will be plus 5 minutes on his final time. Oh man, Buster is also not based. Very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Need to get Sado to put in the route dock the controls to get to track 46, because I don't think they're actually in the route dock. It's up in ZL 3 times. Us track 46 heads will never forget the track 4s. We'll never forgive the track 4s. Looks like Somedas is setting up for difficult. Oh, looks pretty clean. There you go. I think this is is this 300 pace? I don't know if it's sub 3 pace for Mark or for Buster, but it might end up being a 300 pace. He is 35 seconds ahead of PB. And Mark can just skip lunch 2D here and just go straight for the mushroom painting. Mark has a 30021 BPT right now, so very, very realistic 300 pace. It's not too much left in the run, just darker side itself, and I guess the mush 2, which isn't too difficult usually. Assuming Mark is on mid 300 pace, Buster might also be on a 300 pace of some kind. Looks like Somedas ended up failing Moonrock Jump. Yeah. Failing it again. Oh, failing it a third time. It's really rough. Even just missing it once can be very annoying, but missing it 3 times in a row like that is probably very irritating. Does get it on the 4th try though. Buster's stream is lagging a little bit, but still kind of see what's happening. Just get like brief moments of gameplay and then stream freeze, but it looks like we're back. You can actually look on the run.gg real quick. See, since Buster is running live right now, I can see what kind of pace he's on. It's looking like it might yeah, it might be a low 301 pace for Buster right now. Yep, so I think this might be a PB, well, not a real PB, but it could be a PB over his speedrun.com PB, which is on Switch 1. Although I think he has a 300, so maybe not. Yeah, I didn't mention it earlier, but Somedas is going to have to get 4 extra moons here over the other runners because he did not do the outfit route, so he's just going to get those 4 moons that you would miss. Cap 2, the moons that you end up getting are the rolling sub area, which he might get that. What route is he doing? He doesn't look like he's doing the 18 moon cap here. It's interesting, but he's gonna have to get the rolling sub area, and then also, well, he could just be doing. I guess he. Never mind, I don't know anything apparently. Maybe that's his 3 moons that he's skipping. He's skipping. He had 401 exiting the moon dump. So maybe he just chose to skip the 3 moons there. Yeah, 432 is right, but he had 401 leaving luncheon too, which I think he just skipped 3 moons in cap 2. Just based on what I saw. But skipping 3 moons is kind of odd, but I don't know what he chose to do. Maybe I'm just wrong. But yeah, both Buster and Mark just getting their Toadette moons right now. Buster should be leaving at 64 moons, I think. And Mark Lucas should be leaving at 63? So Mark might be leaving here soon. gonna save doing the shoutouts until Somedas is doing Toadette himself. Yep, Mark is leaving for Darker Side. Should have 500 moons. Buster's got a few more moons to collect from Toadette here. Yeah, Mark is off to Darker Side. Buster looks like he's down a moon. Did he might have missed a capture or a checkpoint. I didn't see if he actually got those or not. I was not keeping track. Normally you capture the big chain chomp, and Cascade 2, I believe, is the only capture that you have to get in the route. Maybe he forgot to capture the big chain chomp. I'm not really sure. We're just gonna have to get the well Notes Moon as a backup. Oh, there is Moai as well, so maybe he missed the Moai. Maybe he just missed a capture. I'm not really sure what capture he missed, but yeah, very unfortunate. Probably gonna be maybe high 301 pace at this point. If not a low 302, which is still pretty solid for the tournament. Looks like Mark is just opting to do this route instead of the ice waterway. I don't imagine we'll see a FRS from Mark here. I'm not sure if he's actually does it or not, but who knows. To see if Somedas is based or not. Come on, no! Unfortunate. Us track 44 believers. Or 46, I mean. Oh, Buster taking a death at the first part of Darker Side here. On those moving bars. Mark Lukas did not end up taking or doing FRS, just taking the Flower Road, nice and safe. And that looks like a pretty clean boost from the wind there for Mark. He's gonna have enough height to perform glide on skip. Oh, Buster. Okay, we're good. Oh, oh, we're having some issues here. Okay, we made it up. Choosing to do the ice waterway over Mark. Gonna be on 1 HP though. This should be a Mark Lukas PB, assuming nothing goes wrong. He's 40 ahead right now. That's out of lunch 3. Buster going for FRS here. Let's see if he's able to land it. Looks pretty good from Buster there. And yeah, this should end up being like a Rio O2X of some kind. I don't know the exact timings. Rio 26 or 7. GG's Mark. Might be retimed to a 26. But yeah, that's Mark with a new PB. Signed up and had a 301.09. So that ends up PBing by about 40 seconds-ish. 35 maybe. Buster having a pretty good glide on skip there. Is going to be following shortly behind. Could be a 301 maybe. It might be close. Might have been spoiled. It's a 302.03 it looks like. Not quite 301, but pretty clean nonetheless. GG's Buster. That'll end up putting Mark Lukas in first place here, Buster in second, Somedas in third, and BP in last with the forfeits. Despite clicking Lake first, by the way, Buster ended up clicking Lake first and having to reset his game. He still ends up with a 302.03, which is very impressive. Not to mention Mark, who ended up PBing by 40 seconds. Very clean runs from both Buster and Mark Lukas. Somedas is just kind of making his way through Mush 2 at the moment. But this means that both Buster and Mark will be moving on to the qualification round next week. Have a chance to qualify for the final brackets, final little group tournament thing. I don't know what you'd call it. And this also means that Somedas and BP will be moving on to, well, I guess, getting knocked down to the promotion/demotion zone, where if they finish in the top 2 next week, they'll move on to qualify. And if they do not, they place 3rd or 4th, they'll have a chance to be eliminated. But yeah, I guess while Somedas is talking to Toadette for about 4 minutes, we can go ahead and start with our shoutouts. So first of all, shout out to all of the runners Somedas, Mark, Lukas, Buster, and BP live Charlie Kirk reaction. Interesting little cam there. But yeah, shout out to all of the runners here today. Shout out to the restreamer Salmon Burts for restreaming this. Shout out to, of course, 12-7 Danza, all the organizers who put in the effort to make the tournament thing. And shout out to me and shout out to 04 Dude for commentating the race. And of course, shout out to the statistician as well. Can't forget those. And yeah, we're just kind of making our way through Mush 2 at the moment, just talking to Toadettes. Should be wrapping up within about like 8-ish minutes, maybe. I think he should have 62 moons. Although with his the different route that he's doing could be something else. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, should be hopefully getting to darker side here. Probably about like 10 or so more Toadette moons that we gotta grab. But a pretty fun race to watch and commentate. The Div S matches are always very fun to watch. It looks like he might have missed the capture as well, maybe. He's just gonna have to end up getting the 2D whale notes as his final moon. Not exactly sure what he might have missed. I guess it could have been captures like we were talking about. Could also be checkpoints, although those aren't really too difficult to mess up. The most likely culprit, and I think Buster shared the same fate, was missing a capture. Where is he behind an extra moon? He might be down 2 moons. In that case, I'm not really sure what his backup would be. Did he forget this moon up here, maybe? He's having a rough time getting up there. It looks like he's just gonna get Yoshi fruit. Okay. It's a choice. Probably would have been better to have just entered the 2D well and just gotten the secret moon real quick, if I had to guess. I'm not really sure what you do if you need 2 backup moons in Mush 2. I feel like doing the Yoshi moon is not the play, but I don't know. Okay, looks like we're globing now. And we got our 500 moons, so should be making our way to Darker Side to finish up the run here. So this is our last match of the day. We do not have any more scheduled for today. We do have 2 races scheduled tomorrow. One is at 16. The first one, I guess I should say, is at 16 o'clock UTC. It'll be a Division A promotion match. So these are runners who placed second in their race last week in Division A. It'll be between Pro, Max Furious, Jack in the Box, and Smudgy. And it looks like Lapis and Nimbus will be commentating that race. And then right after that at 20 o'clock UTC, which is the same time it started today, it will be another Division A race, this time between the 3rd place runners. This is going to be the demotion round. It'll be between Daily P96, Red Lunatic, Danny Jeffin, and SA1102. Those will both be tomorrow, so be sure to stay tuned for those races. And I guess for commentating that race, looks like it'll be the Mine 2001 and Sato, however you say his name. We've got a bunch of races. We got a majority of our races on Saturday and Sunday, though, so be sure to stay tuned for those races. Yeah, he's just going ahead and finishing up Barker here. See if he gets a good updraft here, I'd say. That looks pretty good to me. Oh. Okay. That was scary, but we made it. Lab tried to do a vector there and messed up a little bit. Getting a clean U skip or no U skip. Whatever the official term for that is. Looks like it'll be around a 316. And yep. 316.20. GG Somedas. And on that note, I believe I've said everything that I've wanted to say. Unfortunately, Somedas did not win, but you got third place, so. So GG's, everybody. I believe that is everything for today. So make sure to tune back in tomorrow for the 2 Div A races that we'll have. And yeah, I think that is about it. So see you guys tomorrow, and take care, everybody. Bye.